On Beyond.
Who's Mike?
This young man is about to have his world rocked.
Not what he believes.
Who was the person he secretly wished would visit, and what will happen when he does? But first,
I'm trying to reach my 3 children. I was married for 7 years and was recently divorced when my ex-husband broke into my house and murdered all 3 of my children. He broke into the garage door, came inside. By the time I got out of bed, he was in the kitchen and he was carrying a shotgun. He walked into my daughter's room, and I came out of the bedroom and walked into my daughter's room, and he was standing over her with a shotgun. And I pleaded for her life, grabbed the gun. We struggled a little bit. He grabbed me again, threw me back in the bedroom. When I came back out, he was standing over my daughter, and he fired as soon as I walked into the room. He walked past me, and he walked down the hall to my middle son's room, and as I was running down the hall, he shot him, and then I ran out of the house to a neighbor's. I would love to hear from James to tell me and validate that all 3 children were sleeping. I witnessed Brandy being killed. Sean is my concern. He was 12 and he slept downstairs. His room was downstairs and I couldn't get to him. So I struggle with part of that because I left the house instead of trying to go downstairs. I would just like to say to my children how much I miss them and wish they were still here. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still here and everybody else is gone. And so I would like to know maybe why am I still here and they're gone, and why I have to live without my children.
using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Theresa.
Hi, James.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking.
And you lost children, did you?
Yes.
3 children, is
Yes.
that right? So I will try and help to make contact with them if I can, okay? First of all, I want to tell you, as I was sitting here meditating, you have a lot of different people around you, and there's a doctor behind you. I don't think this is a family member. I feel it's a guide. And when I work many times with people, when I do the audience or I do one-on-ones, many times I will see nurses or doctors around people, and that's usually either tells me 2 things. The person is being healed, or they're working on healing that individual, or the person doing the reading for is actually a healer. In your case, I see this man as providing healing for you. And as I'm talking to him, he's talking about psychological healing with you, mental healing with you, and emotional healing with you, okay?
Yes.
There's a lady standing here also. I feel it's like a grandmother figure, it feels like.
Okay.
Okay, and did you know your grandmother at all? One of your grandmothers?
Both my
They're
grandmothers are living.
still here? Well, I think grandmother or I don't know, it's like on the mother's side of the family I'm feeling here, and I know it's go on. I know it's like an aunt, a sister of your grandmother, but this lady is related.
I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it.
Okay. Were you separated from your husband, or is there talk about this?
We were just divorced.
Okay. I know this is really not great to ask you, but I have to. Was there an involvement with your husband with this murder?
Yes.
Was he the one that did this?
Yes.
Okay. Is he also passed over, the husband?
Yes.
He killed himself after he killed the kids, right?
Yes.
And you heard about it. You heard it. But you heard it. Was this in front of you or something?
My daughter.
It was in front of your daughter.
Well, I witnessed my daughter,
Okay.
but none of the rest.
Okay. Go on, kids. Kids are running all around you. They're running all around you. Keep on saying, Mom, we're here, we're here, we're here. The older boy doesn't want to partake, and he's a little skeptical. Your oldest son is a little skeptical.
Could be.
Yeah. He's like, what is going on? Who lives in the trailer park or a trailer? Or did you guys have an RV at one point? Or okay, I'm going to an RV camp or a park.
Okay.
I don't know what this means.
Camping.
Did you guys do that often?
Yes.
Okay. I understand that. Did you pull it, like pull an RV or pull it?
My parents did.
Yeah, your parents did, okay. And the kids went with you, didn't
Yes.
they? Because they love the camping.
Yes.
They looked forward to the camping all of the time,
Yes.
okay? I got to tell you that. This is the memory that I'm given here. I know you've had dreams of them because they've been humming your dreams all of the time to let you know they're all right. You've done something with rocks, don't know if you made something with rocks before them. Was there a garden with rocks?
My mother has
Your
one.
mother has. Because they sit there and they look at this. Okay?
My mother sits out there with them.
Oh, she does, definitely. I don't know if there's a rose bush that was planted, or rose bushes or something.
I planted rose bushes for all of them.
Because the kids want to thank you for the rose bushes. Okay? They want to thank you for the rose bushes. The little girl, and she's a cute little thing. It's a cute little thing. She likes to have everything matching. Her clothes have to be matching, and she's perfectly all matched up with her socks. She's saying, Mommy, I dressed up today, and she wanted to let you know she's dressed up to come here. And she has beautiful white little socks with frill on the socks. Yes. And she was very concerned about her shoes, and she always liked her shoes and her socks, and she's like looking at them, Mommy. And she has like white shoes with a strap, okay? And she's very nice. I see her with a red dress and a white, it's like a white collar with a red dress. She likes her hair long, Mommy, and don't you cut it. Don't you cut it. You understand that?
Yes.
She doesn't want you to cut it because she likes it long. You understand that?
Yes.
Because she's, my mommy can't cut my hair anymore. And he goes, and I like that. Okay? And she likes that. And I like pigtails also, or back, she's pulling it back here, and she shows me she can have it any way she wants. And she keeps on jumping on your lap. She's very much dainty. I mean, she's so dainty. And I like the little gold angel pin, Mommy, that you have. You understand that? I think someone gave that to you, and you might have put it on her. You understand? You put that on her, Mommy, and that she still wears it, Mommy. I'm very proud of it. She likes it very much. Understand?
Yes.
Okay? I know that you were given, he's talking to me about a little, like, statue of a boy you were given or something, and I feel like the boy's looking up, like to heaven or something. This is really weird.
I was given a statue, and it was like an angel.
Angel, but is it looking to heaven, or is it holding
It's
a kid
on
or
a cloud.
Okay. He looks at, is this on a...
I have so many angels.
Well,
I
like a statue, and I don't know if it's on a dresser,
Yes.
because it's talking about a dresser, and he's talking about the statue and the dresser, and he's leaning up and looking at it.
Okay.
He's leaning up and looking at it.
I have an angel nightlight sits on my dresser.
He's leaning up and looking at it. All the time. And there's a chair in that room. I'm not sure if it's a rocking chair or some kind of chair in that bedroom, is there? Where's the rocking chair?
In the front room.
Because
And there's an angel in there.
he sits there like this and rocks in the chair.
That was his rocking chair.
That was his rocking chair. Well, guess what? That's what he's doing. He's in there doing that. And your oldest son is playing games a lot. He plays board games.
Yes.
And he's wanting to tell you that he still plays the board games all the time. And he's reading the instructions very carefully because him and his brother always argue about the rules of the game. You understand about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I also see them in some kind of a, interesting, like go-kart type of thing, going down a hill or something. And your oldest son is showing his brother about this go-kart thing. And I know you probably don't know about it here, but that's what they're showing me what they're doing, okay?
Okay.
No, Mom, we're all right. He's all right, they're right. And he's taking care of, the older boy is taking care of everyone. And hold on, keep on going. Oh, I just lost that. Come on, back. Oh, yeah, got it. Thank you. They're talking about your husband, their daddy, and your older boy is telling you that daddy is not with us here, that he's being helped. He's being helped. And he said, Mommy, he's like in a hospital. He's like in a hospital. And he said, they're helping his head.
Okay.
They're helping his head. So from the mouth of babes.
I understand.
Good, good. They'll be with you the whole show while you're here. They're all here. And they'll be on your coattails here the whole show. And I just saw a beautiful, beautiful white bow tied right here with you, and that you've never lost them. They're with you. Okay? You're welcome. God bless.
The angel statue on my dresser, I know my daughter's turned that on.
How do you know that?
Could there be an explanation behind the mysterious light? Find out next on Beyond. Her 3 children were all murdered, and Theresa came to the show today hoping to reach her eldest son, Sean, her 6-year-old son, Jared, and her 3-year-old daughter, Brandy.
Kids are running all around you. They're running all around you.
Did she feel they were really with her?
She likes to have everything matching. Her clothes have to be matching, and she's perfectly all matched up with her socks.
No, I really enjoyed hearing the part where James said your daughter was really happy that you didn't cut her hair anymore. You seemed to connect with that and sort of agree with that. And she was all dressed up today. I sort of got a picture of her in my mind. You're laughing, so I guess it sounds like her to you?
Yes. She was very much the prim and proper. Everything had to match. All the outfits had to match. Her hair bows had to match. You weren't allowed to cut her hair. You had to put it up in pigtails. And before it was too long, or long enough to put in the back, she had it up on top of her head, and it looked like this waterfall that came over her head.
I did my hair like that too. She was a total girl.
Yeah, her, the Christmas before I lost the kids, I went on a trip, and I asked her what she wanted me to buy her, and she said, I want this big frilly ruffled dress with matching socks and matching shoes, and that's what she got, and that's what her Christmas picture was taken in.
And I'm going to an RV camp or a park.
We always went camping with my parents and took the kids about 4 or 5 times a year, and the kids loved it. We would hike through the trails and play down in the creek and spend a lot of time camping.
And there's a chair in that room. I'm not sure if it's a rocking chair.
That was his rocking chair, and to this day I haven't refinished it because when he was teething, there's teeth marks on the arms of the rocking chair.
He's talking about the statue in the dresser, and he's leaning up and looking at it.
The angel statue on my dresser, I know my daughter's turned that on before.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know that? What happened?
The switch to turn it on is behind the dresser, so
Okay.
I never turn it on, but it's plugged in all the time. And I went to dust it, and I went to pick it up, and it came on in my hand, and I just said, hi, Brandy, I love you too, and so I knew it was my daughter.
I don't know if there's a rose bush that was planted, or rose bushes or something.
After I lost the kids and I bought a home, I planted a rose bush in each of their memories and had a plaque with their name and stuff on it next to it, so it was like my own little memorial garden on the side of the house for the kids.
What do you feel leaving here today? Let me ask you that.
I was very, not depressed, but very down when I got here. There's times in my life where I feel very down,
Yeah.
but this is completely uplifting again, so I can be back to being positive again.
He doesn't believe it. Oh, okay. So maybe it's for you here.
What could possibly happen to make this young man question his whole life?
Not what he believes.
Next, on Beyond.
Someone here lose a sister that passed over? You did. Oh, all right. Well, isn't that weird? Because I had sister here, sister here, sister here. Would you mind standing? And you were very close with her. But she's talking about a little bit older than you, and for some reason the family seems different then than it is now. Don't know what this means. And she's talking about father. So has he passed over also, please, because he's with her? And she brings him here, too, to say hello to you. Initial T comes in with someone. Not sure if is that his initial T or hers?
I have a sister with a T,
T.
a live sister.
Yeah, what's her name?
Tina.
Oh, okay. I said it with you. I asked you, I asked her, and we both got it at the same time. Good. And is this your boyfriend or husband?
This is my son.
That's your son. Sorry. Okay, you can stand if you want. Mother still alive, please? She's passed over too? Okay. Who has the baby now, please?
My other niece.
Okay.
The daughter.
Of the one that passed over? Okay, okay. Because she's talking about the baby, and she watches the baby, and she's talking about the new toys in the bathtub with the baby. I don't know if you bought toys for her for the bathtub. You understand this? Okay. She's just, as validation, just telling you that, all right? It's interesting what they come up with. She said to me, it's just to make it real. It's just to make it real. She said, they got to believe it's real. Oh, he doesn't believe it. Oh, okay. So maybe it's for you here. I know, he thinks rationally. You think too rationally, that's it. It has to be, everything has to be measured, and it's black and white, and you can't see it, it doesn't exist. One day you'll get it. I want to tell you also that there's change in a college for you, and I know you've been thinking about changing colleges, and you're going to be changing the college, okay? So that's going to happen. I want to go either out of state or north, okay? I'm not sure if you're going to go Northern California to Stanford or something like this. Have you thought about that college at all?
I've thought about UCLA.
UCLA, okay. Yeah, well, that's not too far north, is it? She said, you're not going to go there. You're going to go up north. You're going to go north. I keep on saying Stanford for you. I swear to you. And you know what? You can even go with partial scholarship. because they said to me, you're trying to apply for one. Was there an idea about you trying for a partial scholarship?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, hello. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's either yes or no.
Yes.
I know what I'm hearing, as long as you understand it. And I don't know if you play the piano, or if you wanted to play the piano.
He played like a little organ.
Okay, when you were a young boy. And yeah, I hear you. There's still a piano, so I don't know if you want to play the piano.
I did when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's still, yeah, he says, no, you're going to be playing it soon. And there's been a thought about you recently, I want to go back to doing some of the piano.
I have that thought all the time.
Yeah, you have that thought all the time, thank you. He's just telling me, because he's telling me you're very gifted musically, and you're gifted with a piano, and you should need to pursue that. Who's Mike?
It was a little baby that we had.
Mike, did he pass over?
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. Mike's here saying hello to you. Was this
Mike,
connected
yeah.
with you?
We were babysitting.
Is this your brother, or who is this?
Well, we
Babysat.
took care of a little kid.
For a few months. And
You
he
took
died.
care of him, or you
Yes.
babysat
Yes,
him.
he did.
He wants to say hello to you, and he says, thank you for thinking about him. Because he said when we were doing meditation, you thought about him.
Yes, I did.
Understand that?
Yeah, I
He
did.
said he came into your meditation.
Yes.
Understand that?
Yes.
He wants to say hello, and he said it's real.
Yeah.
Right? Now he believes. God, it's like, now what am I going to do with my life? My whole world is changing on me now. What I thought was real, you don't know yet. Is it real? There's a lot of good stuff for you coming in, and this, you were very important that your mom brought you here because you needed to open yourself up, and don't rationalize it. You know, when you leave the show, don't think, well, he had to know this, or he could have done this, or, you know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
God bless you. Thank you. Can I hug you? Yes. Thanks, sweetie. I know, he thinks rationally. You think too rationally.
I got the distinct impression that you did not buy a thing you were hearing from James. Am I right?
You're
Bit of a
right.
skeptic?
Yes, very skeptic.
Did you have a turnaround at some point?
Yes, the whole reading was a pretty big turnaround.
There's change in a college for you, and I know you've been thinking about changing colleges.
Lately, I have been thinking about going to a different college, and I've been thinking about changing. So it's just weird that he came up with that right then.
I don't know if you play the piano, or if you wanted to play the piano.
I would like to do it. It would be something I'm very interested in. I think I'm musically talented, so
Yeah.
I think picking up the piano has come easy to me, so I think I could possibly,
And here's
do
your
it.
mom shaking her head. The proud mom.
He plays the piano and he could just pick up the tunes.
Mike's here saying hello to you.
He was a little boy that came to live with us, and I for like 3 months, and he ended up getting meningitis and dying. Oh, no. But Jared had found him, and he was like our child, he just...
How did you feel about the name coming up in this reading?
Well, today on my way here, I thought the only person that I have known who has passed away that I was connected to, emotional about, is Mikey, and I said that if he brought up anybody, it would have to be him.
Right.
That would be the only person that I would know.
So what can we say, my fellow skeptic? You're not so skeptical anymore?
No, I think I've come a long way today.
Really?
Yeah, from that just alone.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
Thank you. Thank you very
Best
much, Jared.
experience.
Really?
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jared.
If you'd like a chance for a reading with James, send a letter to Beyond, P.O. Box 4399, Hollywood, California, 90078.
You always have to remember that really this down here on earth is our schoolroom, where we learn lessons every single day. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that lesson. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
What's your name?
Sandy.
Go ahead, Sandy.
Hi, James.
Hi.
When my daughter was alive, she couldn't speak. Would she be able to speak to
Very
you?
much so. That's just the physical condition. But in spirit, they're kind of like in a perfect body. And they speak in spirit by telepathically. They don't really speak with verbally like we do. It's all telepathy.
What's your name?
Lynn?
Go ahead, Lynn.
James,
Yes, Lynn.
you pointed me out as having some abilities, and they frighten me, whether it's the healing or the psychic ability. I find myself sometimes at night during sleep being drawn.
Spirit wants to use you, and you should nothing to be afraid of. Just learn to protect yourself and how to develop properly. And you know, in my book, I talk a little bit about that. But you need to educate yourself, and nothing to be afraid of, honey. If you're a loving person, you have nothing to be afraid of.
Okay.
Okay?
You talk about protecting yourself a lot in your readings.
You have to.
How do you do that?
I go through a whole meditation before I come down here to the show. And during the show, I meditate. You have to, because you're dealing with a lot of different energies and low energies, and you got to put yourself in a higher level in order to do this work.
Okay.